Well, it's a bit sort of in the middle of the afternoon. I don't have a lot to do, so I thought I'd make a short video on my tank printer. Now, I did actually show this off on TikTok, and it's been a very popular video. So I would like to do a full depth video of it. Now, you may notice something interesting. The inks are back up to the top. I think I actually topped that one up very far. I might actually put that one in again, and that'll be a bit of a treat for you. Because one thing I do want to show you in this video is basic maintenance of one of these printers. They don't need a load of maintenance, but there's a few things that you need to do. One is that you need to make sure that the inks don't go below this line here. If you can see that line, make sure they don't go below there, because when it does, it starts streaking, and it's not good for the printer to run it on that line. I didn't realise there was a couple of those inks actually below the line. Quality wise, take a look at all this on my wall. This is what it prints. And I think even through this flip camcorder, you can get an idea of the quality you get from this printer. I've been very, I'm the sort of person, I'm not often very happy with my products, but I've been very happy with this one. This has been a great product since I got it. I've only had to change the inks about once now since I bought it. I bought it last year. Was it last Christmas? No, I think it was even last Christmas. Have I been to Christmas before? I think. No, I'm sure it's the Christmas before. Sure it was. Because I don't remember this being part of last Christmas. Goodness me, so just think about that. I've only had to probably top it up maybe about a little bit during that time. And as you can see, I use this thing. I mean, this thing gets well used. All that on my walls also printed by it. All that, not on the patents, there, I know. No, but the things on the full paper, see, like the generations, they're all printed with it. So it's been a really, really good printer. And yeah, this has been its first topple. So what I want to do is show you a little bit, like I said, on the maintenance of the printer and the sort of procedure. When you first get the printer, there's no ink in it for natural reason, because all the ink sort of like loosely in the tanks in this printer. So what you have to do is you have to get the bottle, and you almost feed it like a baby, or like, it might be like feeding a goat actually. It's like a goat taking milk. I don't know if you've ever seen that, cute site where they're feeding goats with their milk, and it's almost like giving an infant the milk to drink. And this is what this really reminds me of, because the way it drinks is a bit like that. I'm looking for the other blue ink I've got, because I just realised I didn't top the blue up too high enough there. Oh, another black. Cyan, I'm colourblind, sorry. I'm not, I'm just a bit silly. Okay, don't put the camera here. What you do is you flip open this little lid, flip open this, then you take the top off the ink, I don't know if you can see it very easy, just unscrew it, then you push it until it clicks, tip it upside down, push it till it clicks. And doesn't that sound like you're milking a cow or something, or giving a goat milk? It's a cute little sound. And then, when you've had enough, just remove it. Put the lid back on. Now the next thing you should do, once you give it an ink top up, and it's important you do this, is that you press and hold this button for a few moments until the light starts flashing. So the button I press is this like sort of like circular triangular button. Okay, I'm going to reckon that sound before she's having a good prime here. Now, when you first do that procedure, that button will actually, it will prime for several minutes, and in some cases it can take nearly half an hour. After that, you very rarely need to prime it for as long. I've never had to do another half-hour prime on it since I got it. So as you can see, I've topped all the inks back to full. You'll probably notice there's a couple of the inks still have a slight bit off the top. That's just because I'm being cautious. I'm just saving some ink in case for... It'd be a miracle with this printer, like, it ran out of ink again before the end of the year. And I'm actually on the last of my inks now. I only buy one set for this printer very rarely because, well, the printer itself was extremely expensive. But well worth it for how much you'll save on ink. You'll probably pretty much make back the printer's price with what you save on ink. I'm having a guess. So this is an Epson Ecotank. ET, just going to read the number, 2814. It does have Wi-Fi. Doesn't work on Windows 7, but it will work on Windows 8, 10. I think it works on 11. However, it will technically work on Windows 7 if you wire it in. So that's what I've got wired in down now. So yeah, it probably is a slightly older model, but I think even if this turns out to be a prototype, it's really good. So just wait till the light starts flashing, and then we're going to give it a test run. It's still priming. Even when it goes silent like that, it's actually still priming, which is quite strange. The lights are still flashing, so it means it's still doing something. It might be priming quite a bit now because I've topped all the inks up quite high. It does take a bit of time to prime. It's not like a really fast procedure. And you have to sort of do it every few days if you don't use it for a while. I have some days I use this a lot and some days I don't use it very much, and sometimes when I go back to it, it starts printing a bit streaky. But all you do is run that prime. You can see it doesn't take too long. So you just run that little prime and that normally fixes it. If it's really stuck, there's a couple of other things you can do as well. But it's more technical stuff. Right. That laptop is going to have to shift out light. As I minimize this. Okay, so we're going to print a picture. I'm not going to print this wallpaper because that will use too much black. Although with this printer, I probably could actually print that for my wall and it'll be absolutely fine. So saying it uses too much black is probably a bit of a white lie with this printer. It would normally use too much black. On my HP, it definitely would have. Okay. So let's just go into this drive. I've got some nice pictures on, and all I'm going to do is just print one out to test. So I'm going to print out this happy picture of V2 and Blame, and you can see it's a very colourful picture, very uplifting. We're not going to have it on photo paper, we're just doing a test here. And we're going to have it at regular size, we're going to have it, like I said, just a test. Okay, so now we can see Epson Ecotank. That's what I call the printer, by the way. And I'm looking at it, and it seems so good. That's still streaky. Okay, we have still got some streaky lines, so it's a good thing we did this test. Now, I do remember last time I topped the inks up, it took a while for the streaks to go away. but there's other ways of doing it. I'm aware of that, thank you. I'm really sick of that getting in my mind to do that. Right, I need to go into the printer. Because what I think I'm going to have to do is do a head clean. I did have to do this quite a few times. Last time, last time it went like this. It took a bit of time to fix it, but it was fixable. Okay, so here we go. Epson. Gonna click properties. Oh no. I'll eventually get to what I'm wanting to do. Hold on a second. There, Epson, the copy one. I don't know why I've got two of them. Print preview, ink levels, watermark features. Okay, so I think we'll do a head cleaning. That's the right one. Gonna clean the heads. Okay. Okay, so this sounds a bit like primer. As you can probably hear, it sounds a bit like primer. So yeah, like everything, you know, it takes a bit of care to get it working for you too, you know. I mean, I'm a firm believer that you should look after the equipment, but you know it's working for you. Maybe that's part of my autism, I don't know. But, that didn't sound too pleasant. It does sound like it's priming again, but it literally says it's cleaning the nozzles this time. Then I think afterwards it will print me a sheet that will show if it's done it. And afterwards I might print the anti-alarm picture again just to test it. The camera going sideways there. Thankfully this is quite a light camcorder. I'm not using my big heavy one for this video because I need to get angles on things. My Canon leg rear, absolutely love my Canon leg rear, but it takes a long time to set it up, and it's more awkward for filming little videos. I'll always love my flip camcorders. Especially since I thought I lost this one, because this one was having all sorts of weird faults last time I used it. But it's working great now. Here's my... Okay, let's see if it works. Well, there. Okay, so it will now ask me to print the nozzle check pan. And I'll print the nozzle check pan. Print it. I shouldn't have to confirm that so many times. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, sounds like it's doing a serious print here. Okay, so I think this is the thing where they say the lines have to be connected, and there has to be no breaks in the lines. From the looks of it, these look okay. Look at that. It's maybe not too easy to see on this camera, but yes, that looks good. That looks good. That looks like it's got rid of the streaks. Right, now I'm going to print my anti-loan picture again. I mean, it is just a test, so I'm just making sure it's alright. Yeah, because if it's broken, see the lines broken there. My lines look like the top one, so it should be good. So that should be fixed now. Let's see. Let's print the lovely 2 anti-loan again. I mean, some might say it's not so bad in this picture because this picture has like auroras in the background. It's not that noticeable, but oh, you can really notice it now though if you look at that. Compared to that one, that is pure bliss. You can see no lines on that at all. And that, my friends, is, yep, that's my printer. I just like to say, been very happy with it since I got it. It can sometimes be a little bit fussy about certain paper types. Not gonna lie, maybe a teeny bit more fussy than my HP was, but really doesn't matter too much. For the ink you'll save on this thing, it's well worth it. When we look at how many displays I've got up there, I can't wait to add some more to it. And with this printer, I can at any time. So it's reliable and it does its job. I really like it. Okay, that's going to be this video on the Epson Ecotank 2814. Goodbye.